Watch the entire video, my lovely viewers, from start to finish, to get the whole thing. Without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button down below. Turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
It is another beautiful afternoon. Ichibemba chilando okweba ti ubushukubu fuire nsofu. Diashiri ya nsofu. Ubushikubu fuire nsofu. Diashiri ya nsofu. So you can tell us exactly where you are watching the grassroots media from. My topic is very simple. Garry Nkombo. Very simple. I want you the police. I want you the UPND, you the Tonsa Alliance, you the opposition, and you the ruling to watch my broadcasting. Ubushiku, ubufuile nsofu, diashiri nsofu. Tuachimwana ba boss, ba former minister of local government, ba member of parliament, yaba kumazabuka, ba chia ku police. And because we are the grassroots. And being a grassroots, we are the voice for the voiceless. So my topic is very simple. I want the police, you the people in opposition, you the people in ruling, and you who think like you want to be members of parliament, who think you want to be a chairperson, or mayor, or you want to be a president. This is my message to you. So you can share my broadcasting. Because it's when Bachelandati, Ubushiku, Ubufuire nsofu, Riashi, Riansofu. Elwe chiben Bachelando kwebati, Ubushiku, Ubushiku Burubirio Mukote, Ichimbui, Chinyemfui. Elwe chiben Bachelando kwebati, Wakwensho Ubushiku. Bamutasha, Erobuacha. Wakwensho Ubushiku. Bamutasha, Erobuacha. Ubushiku. Umukoti arubile, ichimbui, chinyemfui. So I want you, my brothers and sisters, to share my broadcasting. Because in this country, when we begin to fear the politicians, if we begin to fear the police, if we begin to fear to talk about our leaders, then there will be no democracy in this country. I will start with the background of our nation, Zambia. The background of our nation. Pakwe bali tule ndela pamo. Mulambo ndelanda. Apana ambo kwa napali ba Garry Nkombo. Ngalamu kwa tanamba yabo batumine bambi okutamba. Pakwe bali tule ndela pamo. Because you see, these politicians, when they are in parliament, these politicians, when they are in state house, they should understand they inspire a person outside there. Even Hakainde Hichilema, before he became a president of the Republic of Zambia, before he became the president of the UPND, there were people that endorsed him. Hakainde Hichilema kuyamweba before bamazoka tabala fwa. Ela bamazoka bafuire. Hakainde Hichilema, he never came from heaven. There are people that approached him. There are people that mentored him for him to be a president of the UPND. People will always be there to endorse a president, to endorse a leader. But Michael Sata, Michael Sata ni mwemdi. Ni shiba chiruba. Badi ba president yaba charo. Bachiruba, balefo kuya kusedi temu. After bakwanye miaka 10. Not Edgar Mutako ni miaka 10. Akwete 6 years and some months as a president. Bachiruba bali kwenye 10 years. basa umfuata kamupando kalowa bale fuaya ukuya ku third term mu MMD mwali bukiro tuvuruvuru mwali bukiro olubuli mwali mpasase emo bapangira ifirongano fingi fyali pangirwe chilongano cha FDD kwali chilongano cha Bakristo Ntembo kwali filongano fyapangirwe but the Chiruba endorsed Lev Patrick Mwanawasa. Lev Mwanawasa ero wali kula kufamu taishibe takaba president, but he was a vice president and he resigned. He resigned from MMD because he suspected most of the ministers were corrupt. And Lev Patrick Mwanawasa resigned from MMD. When he resigned, he stopped politics and he went to the farm. When he was endorsed by FTJ, and Lev Mwanawasa tafu mine kufamu kutuala Chiluba kukoti langu police ati why watch the endorse. You know, politics, you don't endorse yourself. It is the people that sees your caliber in you. This person can do better than this one. This person can work. Now, abantu balakwe bati, iwanu wabo tumwene chimonwa. That is not confusion, my boss. Why? They have not endorsed abantu tabalelanda pali Cornelius Muitwa, tabalelanda pali Jack, tabalelanda pali Tari wa Kundola. They are talking about you. Bakaunda mukabe pushi abakalamba kwali kapwepwe kwali Bankumbula kwali Kaunda never endorsed himself to be a president of any political party. Kaunda bali mwikete aba pangira unipi era baleza muchita endorse ushaka unda laba muchita endorse bamwewa kweba ti wala president wa unipi na ngolo baire ba nani Bakaunda kapwepwe na Bankumbulolo baile kukuba fira fya basungu babebo kweba ti prefa musalepo omuntu mo muchite utolata po endorse mo pakupoko obuntungwa. You need to choose one person. You see how you end your political career. You the politicians. It is the people that endorses. Apape nabena Zambia ngabalando kwebati. Batonse alliance tuwalana Kambwiri. Nangu tuwalana Mundubire. Nangu tuwalana Baeti Kalungu. Nangu tuwalana na Given Lubinda. Lubinda tati akali piati wai mwachita endorse. Pantu balungu eko bali. You anishi mwachita endorse. Mundubire. Mwachita endorse. It is the views of the people. It is the views of the people. And when people are giving you views, it's not automatically that they are saying you are going to be the president. But you need to prepare leadership. No, but imagine, abantu abale kusupporta. Even, akainde ichile manozi. UPND was formed on a democratic principle. In a democratic principle, there is competition where you allow other people to compete with you. If you go to a general conference, paimini na tayari, paimini na Garry Nkombo, paimini na akainde ichilema nga bamuvotela ati wala bapa ticket next year. Zambian people are going to accept that there was democratic, there is a democratic space in the UPND. But ngachakwa bati abantu look at what happened. I want to give you a practical example. I know there are so many people that are commenting and those who are writing messages. I want to speak something. The way God speaks. Lesalanda mubantu. Mungu mfwe sana. Elo pop afuile kuitadi. Pop alifwa kuitadi ulawa bakatolika. Elo afuile ula pop. Before tabarasala. Kwa di umwa iche. Uwa pangile posta ya kwa popu. Abika Donald Trump. What was the message to the people outside there? Abantu bandilo kulando kwebati Donald Trump ewa alaba pop. But Donald Trump is married. He has got children. But because God was speaking through a person who came up with that poster, iya kulanda pali pop. Kulando kwebati popu afu ala nani. Donald Trump wali fuwa fya bu pop. But bamu pangile fye. Kulia baba ichaba sambirila na artist kowek. Bali mupanga Donald Trump wa America. Why? God was speaking to people who have got eyes. that God loves America. And when they went to vote, kwa diama cardinals, abengi, aba ku Africa, aba ku Australia, aba ku America, aba ku Asia, aba ku Italy, kwa diama cardinals, abengi. And it had fallen on America. Some of these things, they are spiritual. Some of these things that we see, they are spiritual. There are so many people that have been told, you want them to but I understand. There are so many people, you want them. Some people, they have been warned. Let's speak to the people. But when you can reject, when you reject the people, when you reject God, God will never come and tell you, Garry Nkombo, you are supposed to be the president. No. God will always speak through somebody to tell you, Bamdala, you might see being a president. That's how God works. See what happened to America. See what happened to the Pope. I'm cardinals. Kula kunani kula kuitali. Chari pona kuya ku America. Uliomwa ichala mnakwata alepanga mangalo. Alebula abula Donald Trump. Amubika, amufuarika fi abu Pope. If all the whole world we are laughing. But God was speaking through somebody who is an artist. Oh, ukwalaya Pope, ukwala fuma Pope ni kwa America. Ichalenga ti America ikwate Pope. Because America is kind of homosexual. Gay. Who Donald Trump is against. Donald Trump has spoken the word of God by saying every house must have a Bible. And God has anointed Donald Trump with a Pope. But all of you are mulekati masange. Ela odomo echapangire Donald Trump na fuala ifi abu Pope. Fiala muleka kwatimbi. Kwati bale mchitamoku nangu Donald Trump was behind that. He was not behind that. God was speaking through a young boy who came up with that artistic work. Ukufuarika Donald Trump. Ukumufuarika as a Pope. God was saying, where I'm taking my Pope is America. When Donald Trump bari muchita interview. Even me, I was surprised. I was surprised. I just saw everything on media. At Never Pop. Me, I'm married with my beautiful wife. My wife told me, you are looking gorgeous. You are looking so handsome. When I was wearing as a Pop. In politics, allow people to talk. Allow people to endorse you. So the people that are endorsing you, you cannot take them to police. You can't. It is not you, Garry Nkombo, to tell us whether the Zambian people, they like you or not. The Zambian people, the Spirit of God can speak and send therefore Garry Nkombo. It is the Spirit of God that enters in the people's minds and they speak. But when you reject in public, Bible and okweba tu kankana pa mabumba na enenka mukana pa mabumba. As a Bible ilanda, who kankana pa mabumba na enenka mukana pa mabumba. When God is speaking, some of these things are spiritual. You can't understand them. You might think when they are pushing you to say you have to be a president of UPND, you think they are punishing you. God sees mouths. God sees more than 2 years. God sees more than 10 years. That's how God works. Lesa, ndabala kwa batulako kwa president. Limbite mu 2026. Limbite mu 2031. Limbite mu 2040. You allow God to work. You don't take people who are helping you to build up your palace. You go and punish them. No. Bwana Garry Nkombo, you are my boss. You have inspired most of the young guys. You worked with the UPND. Nobody will be happy to see division in the UPND. All what we want is to see the UPND deliver according to their promises. You are a member of parliament and you have been a minister. When you are a member of parliament, you graduated from being a member of parliament, to a minister. And when you graduate to a minister, your level is to be the president. So it is not an offense. Where people are saying, no, Garry Nkombo must be a president. We are in a democratic space. Even by PF. Kwa di baba mwabarandati, tulefwa Mundubire. Kwa di baba mwabarandati, tulefwa Kambwiri. Kwa di baba mwabarandati, tulefwa Given Lubinda. Kwa di baba mwabaranda. People, they need to be given a chance to talk. You leaders, you don't choose yourselves. It is the people that chooses you to be leaders. So you can't fight people that wants to put you up. Bwana Garry Nkombo, you are a good man. Me, I'm grassroots. I just came to talk about you because it's when Batlando Koba Tubushiku, Ubufilensofu, Liashiliansofu. You are a politician. And being a politician, you need to be tested whether you can stand as a president or you just qualify to be a member of parliament. No, but imagine if we don't prepare leaders in this country, how are we going to develop? If you, the Zambian people, this is the problem that we had in PF. There was total kafwafwa. They didn't even know who can take over from Michael Sata until God spoke through Edgar Lungu. This is the same thing you want, but who can be the next president for UPND? So you don't take people to police. When people are endorsing you, you are fighting the spirit of God because God speaks through his people. Why tabalelanda pali buitwa? Why tabalelanda pali chushikasanda? Why tabalelanda pali Cornelius muitwa ba Jackie? People are talking about you. Then when people are talking about you, the people that are supporting you, you take them to police. There is no division endorsing you, Bwana Garry Nkombo. No! This is democracy. Zambian people, they have got the rights to talk about you. They have got the rights to endorse you. Whether it is in UPND, Ngature Fire, Kuitwalando Kweba, Join Garry Nkombo, Walava, Running Mate, Waba Tonse. Who is going to stop that? Who is going to stop that if God has anointed you to be a running mate? Gachakweba Tinelo, Twalanda Choke, Barungu, Balababa president, you are Garry Nkombo, Walaba running mate. You cannot stop that. It is the will of the people. When you become a politician, you are a two. When you become a leader, you become a piango. Uli wansa uti yaku pianga. Number, wanufa kwa piango, pianga munganda, chalanda jiloto wa mpiangileko. You need to allow people to express their views. We are in a multi-party democracy, Bwana Nkombo. You stood with UPND until you came into government. You came into government because you contributed. And the people, they saw that Garry Nkombo, I think, now Alquatamano, you defended my election. People, they saw leadership in you. And if people, they saw leadership in you, you cannot take them to police, Bwana. It doesn't work like that. You are a leader. Why are you fearing unknown? Don't fear unknown, brother. You are a politician. These are politics. That's why me, I talk about everything that happens. Me, I don't belong to UPND. The UPND, they need to prepare a leader that can take over from Wakainde Echilema. Whether it will be 2026, 2031, 20 Zingat, we need to prepare leaders for the future, not to be shattered. But we cannot be taking, because in the Balanda at your grassroots media, Barungu, if in the Balanda Pari Barungu at your Barungu, Bale Minina, Nalando Kwebati, Aba Copper Belt, Balando Kwebati, our grassroots media, to therefore women in Nabarungu, Aba Christian province at a grassroots media, to therefore women in Barungu. Nalando Kwebati, Ela Bonsaba Imati, you have to compete in Barungu. It is the people who are in the Copper Belt, who are in Southern Province. Those are the people that can endorse me. I cannot endorse myself. Then I need to go and compete with Edgar Lungu. Number 8 Kalunga led Tinati, Young and I mean Joseph Chimba Jesse as a president to my child Tabawino. Then he's a dictator. We need to allow, even in the patriotic front, we need to allow democracy. Those people are willing to stand as leaders. Let them stand. It is the people that are going to decide. Mao Sampa, stay on Africa. Bakambwili, stay on Africa. Bagiva Lubinda, stay on Africa. It is the people that elects. It's the people that endorses. So when the people are endorsing you, they love you. Then you take the people endorsing you to police. Where are we going as a country? Bwana Garry Nkombo. Where are you taking us? You, when you are a member of parliament, there are so many people that you have inspired. When you become a minister, there are so many people that you inspired. So when you inspire people, be there to continue inspiring people. This is just my advice. This is my advice. And I want to advise President Hakainde Hichilema. President Hakainde Hichilema, don't fear anybody. You have been a president for many years. And you have worked almost 4 years. People, they can judge you. When you were in your position and the way you have worked in the government, allow people to choose the leader they want. If we want to see our country develop, if we want to see UPND develop, allow democracy in your political party. When you allow, because this is a ruling government, we're supposed to inspire other political parties. So about Garry Nkombo, bakalamba bandi, mwilabwesha mutima, abantu ngalaba mitemwa. I wish you can go to police and withdraw what you have done. You are not helping democracy in terms of us who are being inspired by you. How strong you are. How you defended democracy when you were in opposition. This is your duty, brother. Bwana Garry Nkombo. People, they don't hate you. In fact, they love you. Why are they mentioning Garry Nkombo? Why are they, when you say you have got no interest. If the UPND members and Hakainde Hichilema, they say no. Mwaicho wandine na anaka. I want you, Garry Nkombo, to take over. Are you going to refuse? Are you going to refuse? If Hakainde Hichilema says, I think I've worked for 5 years, someone else can take over. And since you have refused, the UPND, they look after another person who can take over UPND up to 2031. Don't close your doors of democracy. Don't close your doors of politics, Bwana. You are a politician. You are a politician. That's why we call upon Bela Kambwidinga Bapola, come back in politics. Bela GBM Ngamwapola, come back in politics. We want politics, Bwana. Not the politics of fear. These are politics. Muna sambe kama politics kuda Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema just failed to work, but he's very strong. He never gave up. How many people endorsed Hakainde Hichilema before he became a president of the UPND? There was somebody who endorsed him. This is politics. Gone fwana lorine aba MPF bambe ku ista endosed na laba president. Lani Mao brother wandi ali strain those. The grassroots rejected to say no. Edgar Lungu is there. Your time will come. That is democracy we are talking about. If the people they loved Mao Sampa, when Mao Sampa did his general conference, and if he was allowed by the grassroots, he would have been a president. If the people they had to endorse Mao Sampa, Mao Sampa no president, the whole country, because power belongs to the people, Bwana. But because the grassroots said no, but Mao Sampa, this is not your time. Mao Sampa listened. He went across the country and the people told him, we still need Edgar Lungu. Even today, Bwana Garry Nkombo, you are my boss, you are my brother. I just came to talk about this because this is not in court. You have just gone to police and I hope you can withdraw. It is not your intention to be a leader. You never chose yourself to be a member of parliament of Mazabuka. The people of Mazabuka chose you and they endorsed you as a member of parliament of Mazabuka. You never elected yourself. It is the people of Mazabuka, people of Karea, people of Nakambala Sugar. Those are the people that voted for you, Bwana. And they said you are going to be our member of parliament. Why didn't you refuse? When they said you are going to be a member of parliament, we endorsed you to be a member of parliament of Mazabuka. But when you allowed yourself to be endorsed as a member of parliament of Mazabuka, now you are failing to be endorsed to be a president of the party. Bwana, it's not a criminal offense. If you are a good leader, people are going to endorse you. So whatever you can do, Bwana Garry Nkombo, just take your leave. Relax. Let the people do what they want. Since you chose to be a member of parliament and as a leader, a politician, let the people decide. Not abantunga baranda chio tulefu Garry Nkombo. Awalerumba, eba aku police. It doesn't work like that in politics, Bwana. You are a politician. And you never chose yourself to be a member of parliament. It was the people that decided to offer Garry Nkombo to be a member of parliament of Mazabuka. We want Jackie Mwimbu to be a member of parliament of Monze. We want Cornelius Muitwa to be a member of parliament of Central, Choma Central. You remember what happened in Choma? When I was in Choma there, when there was an adoption, Cornelius Muitwari Kene, but I don't want to stand as a member of parliament in 2021. Ari Kene, Cornelius Muitwari Kene, Shefokwi Minina. Until the people forced him, you are going to stand. Cornelius Muitwari, for him to be a member of parliament, he rejected to be a member of parliament, but it was the people of Choma Central that he said, no, you are going to stand. We have got to go to the past. Cornelius Muitwari Kene, who been as a member of parliament, I want to help HH to win election. I don't want to stand as a member of parliament. But he was the first to stand as a member of parliament of Choma Central. When he was the first to be a member of parliament of Choma Central, did we see Cornelius Muitwari going to police? Why are you forcing me to be a member of parliament of Choma Central? It doesn't work like that. It is the voice of the people that decides for you to be a member of parliament, a councillor, as a president. So please, Garry Nkombo Bagamba, I know you went to police. I call upon you. You are my boss. You have inspired all of us. Can you go back and withdraw what you went to do at the police? You are disappointing us. You are disappointing us. You have inspired young people outside there. When you inspire people, the people, they will take you to, they will put you where you are supposed to be. So if you are kwebati, abantumba barande pari barungu ati, mwala iminina, barungu baku police. Yo kambwiri, no wala iminina, malo kambwiri aku police. Why are you endorsing me? You don't choose to be a leader. It is the people that chooses you and God. Barungu abo, alaba betile. Barungu, alaba betile. After kwadi kafuafua ba Michael Satabafua. Kwadi aba stile indoors. Abela KBF na group yabo. Bali stile indoors Edgar Lungu. Kwadi bafiyopo de tutulande. Badi ngana rande pa media pa. Mwaralanda arshan. Kwadi kafuafua. Bala ndio kwebati. Kwadi abela given Ruvinda. Kwadi Chimba Kambwiri. Kwadi GBM. Kwadi ba Sata. Kwadi na Mulenga Sata. They all wanted to be PF president after ba Michael Satabafu. Edgar Lungu. Takwa jabala intention ya kuiminina. Muka muipushe Edgar Lungu. Ela ba Michael Satabafu ile. Edgar Lungu had no intentions to stand as a president. Iti tukume na KBF. Na ba mndala ba Zereti. Ba Chikwanda. They approached Edgar Lungu. You are going to be the president. Did Edgar Lungu tuku KBF and ba let Chikwanda kupolisi for endorsing him as a president. Mula tseba nyama politician mwamba. Mwanfu. But Edgar Lungu, tari no kuiminina. If we are the grassroots. Kambwiri ari minine, GBM Luvinda, ba Michael wakashwa kwa Michael Sata, na Mulenga Sata. They want to be president. Bari ya Chikwanda bari kana na KBF. Bala ndio kweba tawe. Ba Michael Sata, ba memba. Tetu asumilisho mubemba, asanda bu president la kaija pawe. Lekin tu pele ko umbi. I'm a president. Ela ba mwene okwebati. Chawama. Sende. I had no intentions to be a president. Na ngumuka sende Edgar Lungu muka muipushe. Ela ba Michael Satabafu ile. He had no intentions to be a president. But he was endorsed. Kula na KPF. Na ba Zereti Chikwanda. Na ba mwaba kuru. Bati dawe. Lekin tu pele Edgar Lungu. That is politics. You don't endorse yourself. It is the people that endorses you. So Garry Nkombo, abena Zambians ngabalando kwebati, ni mwa senda UPND. Why are you fearing you are a politician? Akainde needs somebody who can challenge him. Yes, it is UPND. You need to challenge Akainde Echilema. If Akainde Echilema says, let's go for a competition, and you challenge him, and you fail. But Akainde ngabakupata, she's not a politician. Because we are in a multi-party democracy, bwana. In a multi-party democracy, people, they compete. So if you are kwebati, mwambo kia kupolisi, abale extra, abale mipanga. Baka bekate. Na chila umfamu lelanda pali Mausa Mpati. Yo Mausa Mpa, Arilanda po. Mausa Mpa is a politician like you. Arilanda kwebati, ushenga takuri Garry, kutiba wina my election. That was, is it a problem? Now, you, Mr. Garry Nkombo, our bestie, the person that can inspire us, you start talking about Sampa. Politics, bwana, osayopa. Nima politics, What more chabinga, alipena bantu, chabinga. Alipena bantu, akambatine PF president. Na kuma finga tabale mufuaya, alelanda tinao PF president. These are politics, bwana. Uwa ingira mumushitu, Tom François. Mula ufasa sana bakamba bagari. Uwa ingira mumushitu, Tom François. Tetule, uweba abantu atiyo, chilefo kwa president. Ngalaba kutemwa wine gari, kuba. Ngabatemwa kambwiri. Kuba. Abela kopa belting ngabaima. Aba Southern province ngabaima. Tulefo kambwiri. Aba PF president. Taparu ingakanya. Kabalando kweba tualana mtoto kafuaya. Tualana mundubire. Tualana give Rubinda. Nangu barungu epo bali. It's the power of the people. Nangu barungu na bekara. Abantu nga balanda jao barungu. Mwala chafe inspire baite. Tualana kambwiri. Barungu is a democratic, is a person who understands democratic status of our country. He has to allow that. Nambaga chakweba ati. Kambwiri lefu wakuiminina. Kwa haba kumutinya. Kadani na mundubile ngalefu wakuiminina. Kwa haba kumutinya. That is not democracy. Democracy will allow competition. And when democracy is there, always there will be people that are going to support you. Nangurelali nena lando kwebati. Na la imina is a PF president. Now member of PF. Barungu na ine tula kujelo conference. There will be people to fund me. There will be people to say, tunapo to compete na Barungu. Barungu ngalaba wina kujelo conference. He has to accept. Umwa iche grassroots nanguina. Bala kunganda baikala, bala poshela ba Esther Lungu, ba senda na menshibanwa, twala mu campaign, mairo, ba fumela ma t-shirt, nempia bampela, mwaicha mbokuta campaign. Simple. No chachi, barungu nga baumfati grassroots media, alefo okuiminina, ama kadarimbi, ba esa mkuntinya, ba police kabuinkateni, awe! Politics is about competition. Ichi kesa, tikeshila onse. We only know yesterday. We don't know what tomorrow holds. So when you are a politician, allow people to talk. Allow people to dig about you. You are a leader of the people. You are not a leader for the people. No, you are a leader of the people. Let the people decide. By you PND belenga barandati. Tuwana Garry Nkombo. Allow it. Ukapola kujelo conference. Because you are going to jail conference by UPND. You cannot be in power for 5 years. Manifesto your UPND. You have to go for a general conference. Number, if people are suggesting you need to be a president, then they are suggesting you. You are the next option. Then you say, no, me, I don't have the paru in the paper. What you want in a president? The paru in the Canada, that you have a president. Woof. If the people that can support me will have a president, if the people says no, grassroots media, tawabe president, even if you land for Kanalanda. That's all. We hear from the people. We let's understand. So, brother Garry Nkombo, my boss, I call upon you, go and withdraw what you went to do at the police. Why should you go to police when the people are endorsing you to be a president? Is it a criminal offense? Uwa ingila mumushitu, Tom François Wabwana. These are politics. There is no division there. That people when they endorse Kambwiri to be a president, then there's a division in PF. When people they endorse GBM, they endorse Mundubile to say Tualana Mundubile, mu PF. What division is there? That is why if people they say there is division in the political party, that is ignorance. You cannot say there is division in the party when people are suggesting Kambwiri, GBM, Etikarungu, you have to go and compete Mao Sampa. It is not a criminal offense. We are in a multi-party democracy. This is not dictatorship. This is not one-party state, Buana. We are in a multi-party democracy. We need to talk about UPND. We need to talk about PF. We need to talk about any political party. Why are we talking about any political party? Because we are in a multi-party democracy. It doesn't matter whether we can talk about UPND. We are not enemies of UPND. No. We want to make sure that you work. No matter tulelanda bonse, tuamba kumitamba, akainde takabombe. So you need to allow people to talk. Even UPND is our party. PF is our party. Because when you people come into government, you govern us. So we need to talk about UPND. We need to talk about Tons Alliance. We need to talk about any political party. That's why you hear. We, the grassroots media, we give 90% to opposition political parties. And 10% we give it to the ruling government. We are part of UPND. We are part of the Tons Alliance. We are part of this government. So if you are tinga to Aranda, Abantunga Baranda, Pari, Garry Nkombo. Garry Nkombo bafurwe, baye ku police. Who is ula mitinya ni nani? When you are a leader, you are a leader. Nanguka alala kumazabuka. Abantunga bale kufuaya. They will still come and pick you to be the president. Ever yaba. Barupia banda bale kumpanga. Bali ile basenda kuli Levi Mwanawasa. Basa abanani. Basa aba president. Levi Mwanawasa ali kufamu. Bali muchitira indoors. For Mwanawasa to choose Rupia Banda, there were people that endorsed Rupia Banda to be the vice president. Mwana kwati pakubabu DC akaindia ichile mabonso ba DC alibeshiba. There are people that endorses ba DC. Oh bwana uitwa ale bombala nkwe mubikeko as a DC akaindia kusaina fie. Akaindia ichile ma didn't know all the permanent secretaries. Akaindia ichile ma didn't know everyone who went into foreign mission. No. There are people that appointed them, who anointed them, who endorsed them. Kwali bako bausta endorse that wala baza high commissioner. Wachwala abantu aba wakuba bakainde bakamba grassroots media ale tuafu wako. Ati atayu mwache wale ntukana. Awe tale tukana huyu. Ale landafe. Ale Mr. Advice bakateka. Uyu mwache ale mpange chongo. Awe okay, twala mubika as ambassador. Ala kuitali or high commissioner. Ela natula bakainde ku court. Why mlench appoint as an ambassador? Why mlench appoint as high commissioner? It doesn't work like that. If you are appointed by the president, you are appointed or you have been approached by anyone. You deal your issues in secret. So imanga mwakana kurando kweva you don't want to be a UPND president. Ela banani bakainde baranda tabare iminina. You be the same people to complain. I made UPND to be the way it is. No, Bwana. Let the people talk. Let the people endorse you if they love you. Why are they talking about you? If you are not a factor. If you are not a factor, Garry Nkombo, why should the people talk about you? You are a factor. You are a leader. That's why people are talking about you. You can't be going to police. And you the police, you want to start arresting people who are endorsing Garry Nkombo. What politics is? What country is this? These are politics. That's why in my boro kamba, nikaona chaniva I come to talk. Ngarami rufia nyaba Garry Nkombo munjerere. Ngarami rufia nyaba police munjerere. Ngarami rufia nyaba opposition munjerere. But these are the facts. You don't endorse yourself. It is the people that are going to endorse you. One day nkarara fie. Ninsambana masiripa ni munganda. Nkonfabe phone ko ku State House. Ngadiba hedi garungu mwaiche walibomba isa ku State House. Nkebe nabakashi nabana tye ntusambe tye ku State House. Kuyafika kulia wala kuisa wala ku Canada wala mkubomba. Simple as that. So when we are talking about politics, politics is sweet. And you don't fear when you are a politician. You don't fear. Akaindia inani sambirisha kwa fintu hivingi sana. That's why ineshi mutina. Because iminwa shandishi. Shari poshana akaindia ichilema. Iminwa shandishi. Shari poshana Edi Garungu. Iminwa shandishi. Shari poshana Freddy Membe. Iminwa shandishi. Shari poshana KBF. Iminwa shandishi. Shari posha ba the ba Edith na wakwi. Shari posha ba mamaka teka. Bena Savoy. Bena Karaba. Everyone. So when I come to talk, Bwana Garry Nkombo, I ask you in the name of God, can you go and withdraw and apologize? This is politics. You go and withdraw. You cannot force yourself to be a president. It is the people that can endorse you. So you cannot say, who has endorsed me? You are bringing confusion in the UPND. No. There are people who are educated in UPND. They understand the power of democracy. If there is power of democracy in UPND, why should you run to the police? You cannot sort out the problems of a political problem with the police. That's why to whatever advise your PF, you cannot sort out your issues at the court. If there is confusion in any political party, you need to set it outside police, outside the courts. It doesn't work like that. The PF is a big family. When they have got a problem, let them sort out. Let them sort out their problem outside the police, outside the courts. Ela mune pangama politics. Ela mu foreign dalama. Muna goku police. Ela ba mi vota bantu. Muna goku police. Ati nishi ba vote. Allow people to express their views, bwana. These are politics. Anyway, first thing guys waku evi achilala ndo waku Burkina Faso na ba Fred Membe. Stay tuned. Tumfweko bachilala ndo bamda.
One of my own, Colonel Ouattara, was leaking our military secrets, feeding them to foreign agents, all for promises of power after my fall. I didn't arrest him, not at first. I watched, I waited, then we caught him, taking money from men linked to foreign embassies, selling them my movements, trying to bring down our fight for freedom, but I turned him, used him to feed them lies, and one by one, we exposed the whole network. To the enemies of Burkina Faso, hear me. You no longer hunt us. We hunt you. I am Ibrahim Traoré, and Burkina Faso will never bow.
The Socialist Party in Zambia stands firmly in defense and solidarity with Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso, and with the brave and upright people of that revolutionary nation. Captain Traoré represents a new generation of African leadership, courageous and compromising and rooted in the aspirations of the people. In the face of neo-colonial domination, imperialist interference, and the security challenges that are the bitter legacy of centuries of French and general imperialist exploitation, he has chosen to walk the path of true independence, dignity, and sovereignty. What we are witnessing in Burkina Faso today is not just a political transition. It is a rebirth of revolutionary consciousness in West Africa, and in particular in the Sahel. President Traoré's bold stance against foreign domination and his commitment to reclaiming national resources for the benefit of his people are acts of immense historical significance. We condemn all attempts, covert or overt, to destabilize or undermine this progressive and patriotic leadership. Africa must be allowed to shape its own destiny, free from dictates of former colonial powers or their agents. Captain Traoré is not alone. Across the continent and the global south, there is a growing awakeness arising from the tide of people and movements who refuse to be slaves in their own lands. The struggle of Burkina Faso is the struggle of all Africans who yearn for justice, equality, and control over their futures. We call on all progressive forces across Africa and the world to stand with President Traoré and the people of Burkina Faso. Let's unite in defense of sovereignty, self-determination, and a new Africa arising from the ashes of imperialism. How long shall we allow them to kill our revolutionary leaders? They toppled Nkrumah. They killed Amilcar Cabral. They killed Thomas Sankara. They killed Chris Hani. They killed Patrice Lumumba. They assassinated Muammar Gaddafi. How long should we allow them to continue killing our leaders, our revolutionary leaders? Let's ensure that Captain Traore lives to see the revolutionary process taking place in Burkina Faso today bearing fruits. Long live Captain Ibrahim Traore. Long live the revolution in Burkina Faso. Long live the African spirit of solidarity, and long live the socialist project.
That is my boss, Dr. Fred Membe, Socialist Party President, was speaking after President of Burkina Faso was speaking. We are the grassroots. We go back to the grassroots. You cannot take people who are giving solidarity and take them to court. We are Africans. We are Zambians. We are Zambians. Which are Zambia. We need to stood. We need to stand up and defend those who understand the power of democracy. People that have shown leadership must be protected, must be supported. If you are a leader, Garry Nkombo, you have shown leadership, people must give solidarity. People must protect you. People must voice out because you have shown leadership. But you never take the people who are giving solidarity, who are helping you to grow your channel in politics, you take them to police. How will Zambia develop in a multi-party democracy? How are we going to change the narrative of one-party state dictatorship to the greater multi-party in the Republic of Zambia? If you people are in leadership, if you the people are in leadership, you are scared. You want to put fear in the people that wants to give you solidarity. You are a leader to inspire people. You are a leader to go on high tops of the mountain. That's why you are called a leader. I call upon the people in the UPND. You get united and unite this country. I call upon unity in the opposition. For this country to develop, we need a united opposition and a united Zambia. For this country to develop, we need to treat each other as the politicians, not enemies. This country will never develop. When I see Garry Nkombo is the enemy. When I see HH is my enemy. When I see Given Lubinda is my enemy. When I see Edgar Lungu is my enemy, then this country will never develop. I can only see and foresee a greater future for Mother Zambia when our leaders, they will compete to make sure that this country develop. To make sure that poor woman who is eating once per day, that poor widow is crying because of high prices of fuel, high cost of living, because of load shedding. We come together and stop the nonsense of such kind of activities that are undermining the future of our people. When you are a politician, you need to stand up. Never fear anyone. The Bible says, never fear anyone. The beginning of the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. When people they speak, some people they will speak the mind of God. People they can anoint you to be a King Litunga. King Litunga has never been a Litunga without people that endorsed him. Chitimukuru, he cannot be Chitimukuru if there were no people who endorsed him. Luchembe, Chief Luchembe, Mukuni, they cannot be chiefs if there were no people who are endorsing them. You cannot be a chief without people endorsing you from your family and the people that knows you. Even Mupesen, Gaundi, all these people, for them to be chiefs, for them to be kings, for them to be chieftains, they were people who spoke a word of anointing. So bankomesha tiba ndo muntu ati wai watire ndoza timbe nkomesha ba chitimukuru tiba ada nishwanje ba timbe chitimukuru yo kazembe nishwanje ba tinde bakazembe. It is the spirit goes through the people, and the people they endorse you to be a great leader of a community, to be a great leader of that nation, to be a great leader of any political party. It is the people that are going to choose you from the back to the front. May God bless you wherever you are watching. I'm Joseph Chimba, the Grassroots Media President. 2026, the real change is coming. 2026, we are changing the government. 2026, we need free and fair election. Register as a voter. A driver with a license is coming to drive the Zambian economy in 2026. Grassroots media. Tuaba Parwendo. We take 3 steps ahead every day. Let us encourage our brother, Garry Nkombo. Let us advise him as a leader. He has to stand. When leadership, you don't choose yourself. It is the people that chooses you to be a leader. So Garry Nkombo milai umfoba kamba. Milana pa police. Ba media na bena ba chisa. Kali media ve umfoba wino. Sometimes let God work. If God has anointed you, you cannot stop the waves of God. You cannot stop the winds of God. Don't disappoint God when God is speaking through his people. This is
DJ Mutati exclusive.
Alright, that's all for you today, lovely viewers. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the video you just watched in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers. Once again, I go by the name of Mutati Mpundu. I love you, peace, I gotta go.